Hello, it's Dr. Young, and I just want to go over this week's assignment. This week you need to read Chapter 5, and we're talking about training evaluation. And what you want to do for the paper up here is to give me a 2-page paper with 2 references about the advantages and disadvantages of sophisticated training evaluation designs. So, what that means really is you need to do research on training evaluation. And there's really different types. I went ahead and did a Google search to see what I could find, and I did find some resources in different ways that training is evaluated. Now, of course, there's Chapter 5, but I mean, if you want to branch out a little bit and go beyond your textbook, you should be able to. I would give me a page on the advantages and a page on the disadvantages. You can always use more than 2 references, by the way. That's not a limit. It's just a minimum. I mean, I want you to kind of talk about don't give me the most basic kind, like a survey, like people will train you in the classroom. I mean, like in a classroom setting at work. Like if you've got, if you're a new, you've probably been through this before, where you're a new hire somewhere and you were trained in a classroom setting, kind of maybe a little bit of on the job too, and then you were given some kind of survey to fill out at the end of the training. Don't talk about that kind. I'm looking for more sophisticated, more maybe technologically advanced methods, for example. So I just want you to focus on something out of the box, not your basic, oh, here's a survey, fill it out and tell me how my training was, Nothing like that, really. But having said that, your discussion question for this week is a little different. Oh, and by the way, the paper is the usual APA style, double space, typed, font size 12. I'm also going to be posting a supplemental video with this about APA format. So that's a whole nother, if you want to take a look at that, if you're struggling with that part, if you're losing points for that, you might want to take a look at that video as well. Your discussion is this kind of about this. It's still about training evaluation, but it's really more of a how does your company do it? Now, if your company does not really do it, if you've ever been with a company that does it, that evaluates their training program, as far as if you don't know, like I don't know, if you don't know how your company does it, or you're not sure if you want, or if you have a better example where you've worked somewhere else, I don't really care as long as it's a real one with somebody, that exists. But you want to talk about how your the training program is evaluated, and do you think it's effective? Why or why not? Tell me what it is, how it's done, whether you think it's effective, why or why not. Again, you're doing research for this as well. And just so you understand, APA format encompasses a lot of things. When I'm talking about a properly formatted APA paper, I'm talking about the whole 9 yards. For your discussion post, obviously I don't expect that. It's a post. Just make sure that you cite it correctly. And that includes an in-text citation as well. Don't give me a reference list without an in-text citation in the body of your post, or I have no idea where you got your source material. Like I don't know what part of your post is from a source, if you don't give me an in-text citation in there. I have no way of knowing that. So please make sure to do that. Make sure that you post a response. Please pay attention to these word counts. 150 words. If it's less than that, I'm going to take a point off. But just make sure you're doing that. That's really all there is for this week. Or if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. And, honestly, just for some feedback from last week, or the last assignment, I graded. The papers are pretty good. only maybe one or two really need a lot of work, but otherwise, this class seems to be able to follow these assignments very well. And it seems like you have a good grasp on the material in the course. So that's always a great thing, But my Florida Tech students are awesome, so I'm really glad to instruct at this school because you all are always on the ball with these assignments. So anyway, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a great week, and I look forward to reading your discussion posts.